Hello! Oh my gosh, welcome back. It's been a minute. I moved. I moved. I'm not in the basement anymore. I am in an unfurnished apartment. So we're on the floor. Yeah, after that nightmare of a last episode on episode 8, John, you would think, maybe we're gonna get a better episode. Maybe we're gonna get an episode where everything makes sense and we're not mad at anyone. Where not all of our characters are in hell. I wish I could say that was the case. Not a sponsor, but what color do you think this Gatorade is? Because I think it's green and my best friend thinks it's yellow. Today, first of all, we are wearing our Daddy of All Daddy shirt that I thrifted because I'm a better dad than John could ever be. Today we're on episode 9 of season 1. This episode makes no sense. Like, even watching it back, I'm like it's a good episode in that, like, we're getting some plot development, kind of. And, like, the man's story is progressing, kind of. But, wow, it makes no sense. But we're gonna go through it anyway, because that's supernatural. So we start with a woman who has a daughter and a small son in Sam and Dean's childhood home. You remember Sam and Dean's childhood home, where this happened. That childhood home in Lawrence, Kansas, which is a real place, it turns out. This new family has moved in. Apparently, the house did not burn down all the way. Surprise, it certainly looked like it did, but it didn't. They rebuilt the parts that burned down, I guess, and here we are. The daughter is like, Mom, there's something in the closet. She's like, no, there isn't. They put a chair in front of the closet just to be safe, to make the daughter feel good. The mom hears noises in the basement, so she goes down there to check it out. She's like, ugh, it's probably rats. Then we see the chair in front of the daughter's closet moves and the door opens. So the closet opens, okay? The closet opens. Also, this is the room. This is the room where this occurred, okay? The closet opens. What could be inside, you may ask? An invisible figure on fire. Do you remember this? Do we remember Mary? On fire on the ceiling? Invisible figure on fire in the closet where Mary was killed, on fire on the ceiling. Questions. We have questions. Now we cut to a shot of the house from the outside with the mom screaming in the window. Oh, turns out that's a dream. That's a dream of Sam. The Sam nightmares, remember. Sam wakes up from seeing the woman screaming in the house, and then he's like sketching a tree from the dream. Who knew Sam could draw? That's not really gonna be consistent, but supposedly Sam can draw. He's drawing the tree. He's like, why do I know this tree? I know this tree. Then he finds a picture of the house where Mary died, and he's like, that's the same tree. Apparently, the tree did not catch on fire. The tree survived. The tree survived longer than Mary. Sam's like, wait! Dean, the people in our house, in our childhood home, they are in danger. Then Sam tells Dean, finally tells Dean that he has nightmares that come true. He tells him about the Jess mares. We remember the Jess mares. He's like, I saw Jess die for days before it happened, and I didn't tell you. And Dean's like, a valid reaction. So they go anyway. But we find out that Dean swore he would never go back to that house, which is, like, fair. And honestly, Sam, think about it. Sam really doesn't remember any of it, right? Like, Sam was a baby, a 6-month-old baby. Dean was a small child. He remembers. Like, Sam, you're like gonna make Dean live through his trauma again, but okay. So they go back to the house. The woman who is in the house now lets them in because she found photos in the basement of them, and she's like, oh, I have some of your old photos. They meet the daughter, and she's like, was the thing here when you lived here? And they're like, what thing? And she's like, the figure that's on fire. Trauma, Sam and Dean. So, on fire? They also find out there's scratching and flickering lights. Remember, flickering lights, ghost. Flickering lights, ghost, okay? And Sam also learns that Dean was the one who carried him out of the fire. He didn't know that. Cute little bonding moment. Yeah, remember when Dean was forced to carry his brother out of a burning fire where his mom died, and thus began the parentification of Dean by John? And you know what? For that Dean, you're gonna get perfect angel for carrying Sam out of the fire. Because that was a lot of pressure to put on a 6-year-old, I think. That was a lot. Shout out to you, Dean, for being an oldest sibling. Then Dean tries to call John again. You remember John? Who's been missing? But not missing. He, like, he's alive. He's just, like, not around. Deadbeat dad. Anyway, Dean's like, Dad, there's something going on in the old house and I need you. And I don't know if you get any of my voicemails. Hell, John, your son needs you. He needs you, and you are not here. You could never wear my shirt. John. Then a plumber comes to their childhood home to fix the sink. The sink is clogged. His arm... Hi, my phone died. Or no, my phone didn't die. That was a lie. I just straight up lied to you. Not my battery. My phone ran out of storage. Again. I'm a Leo. I don't know. I just take a lot of pictures of myself. It's fine. It's chill. It's whatever. Okay. What is that? I don't know. There's something in my air vent. It's fine. The plumber tries to fix the garbage disposal. His arm is in the garbage disposal. The spirit turns the garbage disposal on. It's intense, honestly. It's scary. A real fear. Eee. Yeah, little arm chunks. We find out that John used to run a garage. That was his job in Lawrence, Kansas. We learn that after the fire, John started seeing a palm reader in town called Missouri Mosley. John's first entry in that journal. You remember the journal that was like so important, but like we don't always remember to refer to it in these episodes? It's fine. We can deal with little plot holes. It's okay. John's first entry in that journal is, I went to Missouri and I learned the truth. Oh, and Dean's like, I thought that meant the state. A fair assumption, Dean, but it meant the psychic, the palm reader. So they go to visit Missouri. Missouri is a sleigh. She's an icon, Sleigh Diva. She's not a recurring character, so I did not make a cursed image of her. But she's a Sleigh Diva. And she is possibly our first Black character that gets a name. Here we are, episode 9. Problematic, but we're excited to have Missouri. She's a slave, she's an icon. Missouri says, the house has been quiet all these years since, And she's like, I don't know why now it's like this. It's acting up again. Back at the childhood home, the small son gets locked in the fridge. He's fine though, he survives. Sam and Dean take Missouri to the house. She's in there, she's feeling out the spirits, and she's like, it's not the same as what took their mom. So it is not the man. You remember the man. And it's not this guy. She says that there are multiple spirits in the house and that the house is a magnet for paranormal because of the evil that happened, the man. So, like, it attracts things. It hasn't for this whole time, but now it is. Does that make any sense to you? No. It doesn't. I don't understand. Like, oh, the house is a magnet because true evil was here. True evil? Like, okay, I get it. This is pretty bad. Mom on the ceiling on fire. Pretty bad, but like, I feel like we've seen worse stuff. Like, for example, the Native Americans who were murdered in genocide, remember that? That feels like true evil, you know? If we're picking something to be true evil. But you know, white women, when a white woman dies, it's true evil. I don't know, okay? Anyway, moving on. There's one evil spirit in the house and one, she's like, I can't really tell what's up with that one. Suspicious. That's suspicious. That's weird. They do a ritual to cleanse the house. But Sam's like, I don't think it's cleansed. Sam and Dean stay in the car outside of the house. Because Sam's like, I just want to make sure they're safe. And honestly, for that, Sam, slay. Mom starts screaming in the window. Oh, it's Sam's nightmare, remember? There's a figure on fire. Again, the figure is in the daughter's room. They go in, Sam and Dean go in. Dean saves the mom. Sam goes to save the children. Then Sam says to the daughter, he says, take the son outside as fast as you can. Don't look back. Oh, deja vu. That's exactly what John said to Dean. John said to Dean. Sam is recreating that moment with this new older daughter and younger son. So again, trauma for the children, trauma for the oldest sibling especially. But they all get out. They're all safe. Except Sam gets pulled back in by whatever evil spirit's in the house. Sam's like trapped against a wall. The figure on fire starts walking towards Sam. Dean's like running in to save Sam. Again, in the same house, right? Dean goes to shoot the figure that's on fire. Sam says, don't shoot! He goes, I know who it is. What? You know who the figure on fire is? Guess who it is. You get 5 seconds. Mary! Oh, I share this wall with people. Mary! 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 It's Mary. The figure becomes uninvisible. And it's Mary. Now you may be thinking, Giselle, why doesn't she just show herself the whole time? My answer would be, I have the same question. I don't understand why she is invisible, why she's scaring the children. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but it's Mary. Back from the dead. Listen, this is shocking, and it did make for, like, I was shocked by this, right? Half because doesn't this defeat the whole point of the plot? That Mary's alive, like, Mary's chilling? And, like, the whole point is that she's dead, right? I don't know. I don't know. Then Mary goes, I'm sorry. Sam says, for what? Mary doesn't answer. turns around, faces nothing, and goes, "You get out of my house and let go of my son," to supposedly the evil spirit that's in the house, right? And then Mary disappears. I don't know. And for like how confusing this is, Mary, I personally despise you. I don't know. I know you probably have lots of questions. I don't have any answers. This makes no sense. So Missouri says that Mary destroyed herself to kill the evil spirit because they like canceled each other out. I don't think this is ever gonna come back. Like, the idea that two spirits, one is good and one is evil, can cancel each other out. Like, it's not a good explanation. It doesn't make sense. Like, I don't think we ever really build on that. Like, it's more questions than answers, truly. Sam and Dean leave town. And we cut to Missouri back in her office. And she goes, talking about Sam. She goes, "That boy has such powerful abilities. Why he couldn't sense his own father, I have no idea." Cut to John. As if this episode wasn't confusing enough. We get John for the first time. For the first time in Missouri's office. He's been here the whole time. And Missouri's like, "I don't know why Sam couldn't tell you we're here because of his powers," which we don't really understand either. This is the quote of the episode, by the way. Quote of the episode. "John Winchester, I could just slap you." Correct. You don't even need to finish. You don't even need to say anything else. Correct. I could just slap you. I could just shoot you in the face. And then she says, "Why don't you go talk to your children?" Round of applause. Round of applause for Missouri, the best character in this series so far, because no one else is making sense. No one else, especially not you, John. And John goes, "I don't want to. I can't. Not yet. Not until I know the truth." End of the episode. What just happened? What just happened? Not until I know the truth. I don't want to. I can't. Not yet. What is it? You don't want to or you can't? You don't want to or you can't? This episode hurts my brain because now Mary's like really dead. We haven't seen Mary in however many years. And now she's back. Could she not have been back the whole time? Like, why wouldn't she ever show up to them as a spirit? Why did she show up now just to kill herself as a spirit? Like, is this really the end of Mary? Why can't John see his children? Why won't John see his children? What are Sam's powers? Like, he saw Jeff's death before she died. He saw this woman screaming, but they saved her. And Dean's just dealing with drama in this episode. Why is Missouri not going to be a reoccurring character? Because she's such a slay icon diva. What's up with the man? I don't know. We just have to wait for the next episode, I guess.